Hi, this is Blake Levine, and today I want to do a talk about how creative outlets can be really wonderful for anyone living with bipolar or looking to make positive change. I'm sharing two of my books. This one, The Psychology of Adult Coloring, How Coloring Creates Health and Healing, shared a lot of insights into how coloring and creative outlets can make a major difference in our lives. Earlier in 2012, I wrote this book, Beating Bipolar, and it shared many lessons of learning how to handle living with a mental health condition. And I want to share that as a person that's been diagnosed with bipolar for many years, it often was difficult to figure out how to do things that would be positive in my life. And I started to learn after spending time sometimes being lazy or tired to find creative and healthy ways to expend my energy. So I want to share that I certainly love rapping. I've had the ability to make up hip hop songs and freestyle rap, and that's been a really fun thing I've done for most of my life. And when I got sick, really just getting paper and writing things down or freestyling was very helpful in learning how to handle my mental health condition. I made a documentary about that called Rap Therapy, where I worked with a group of inner city children to teach them how to use music and art to deal with their lives. And I say that not only can music be something that can help you when you do create kind of your own songs or your own poetry, your own raps, but even listening. In my own life, sometimes I listen to songs that are very deep, that the artist shares about maybe losing someone or facing a heavy issue or feeling down or depressed, and I just really connect with the music that sometimes is able to inspire me. So if you are struggling, it may be helpful to find music that allows you to learn about different things or has different emotions. You may want to create your own songs. For many of us, we love to write, and it's really healthy to let out our emotions. I also want to say that physical exercise has been a huge way to deal with having a mental health condition. For a lot of us, the medicines we take can make us feel heavy. We can gain a lot of weight. And I found, even though I've never really been that thin with bipolar and taking medicine, I've been able to somewhat stabilize my weight by exercising. For example, today I was watching my son, and while I was in the park, I did a number of exercise routines trying to keep my body limber. And even on days that I feel like I sleep too much or I'm not feeling as strong, when I take 30 minutes to an hour to work out, I end up feeling a lot better and I feel happier and healthier. I want to share that for each of us it's different. My wife loves to do yoga, so does my daughter. For me, it's not quite as enjoyable, but I find other things like playing basketball, going on hikes, sometimes taking a jog. These things can be very fun for me. I also like to play tennis. And for you, maybe there's something else you do. Maybe you like to play lacrosse, or you play golf, or street hockey, or ice hockey, or any other type of really fun way to work out. I think it's definitely a helpful outlet. And I want to say before I finish this that there's so many ways to be creative. Some of us love to cook. We may be in the kitchen trying to make different meals. Maybe we create healthy meals, or we create interesting things around the holidays. For Thanksgiving, you cook up some type of turkey or dinner or dessert or whatever it may be, and that can be a really wonderful outlet. And I found that each of us is different, and when you live with a mental illness, you may want to explore with your therapist or psychiatrist who you are and what will be the healthiest outlets for you. Sometimes it can take a while. In my own life, there's been a lot of years where I wasn't sure what I would do with my time and energy, and I would struggle to feel okay. And when I ended up finding healthier outlets, it made it a little bit better. Even these days, if I'm feeling tired or sluggish, which I have been a little bit lately, I find some ways to enter in creative outlets. And I make videos here on YouTube, which has been really a wonderful way for me to express myself and share my ideas and thoughts. I've done a number of educational talks, but sometimes it's hard to get booked to travel and afford for the expenses of that. So by being on YouTube, I'm able to share my lessons with many people. Hopefully some of the ideas are helpful and inspire you. I just want to thank you for watching this. If you're interested, you can go online on Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. You can find my most recent book, The Psychology of Adult Coloring. It's a really cool book. It talks about healthy outlets. And then I have Beating Bipolar, which is another great book. You can find it on BarnesandNoble.com or Amazon or from the HeyHouse.com website. It was written and published by me, but it was on Hay House, who's a really famous publisher that Louise Hay started, and she's an amazing woman who sadly passed away recently, and much of her life was dedicated to teaching and helping people. And early on, one of her books helped people with AIDS, and it was amazing how much she did to inspire and help them as they were struggling. So I just want to thank you for watching this video here. We have hundreds of educational talks on YouTube. I also have a life coaching program you can learn about if you go to BlakeLevineCoaching.com. That's BlakeLevineCoaching.com, or you can go to BipolarOnline.com. Both of those share information about my coaching program, and if you want to directly reach out to me, you can also on my websites find my email address, and I'm happy to try to get back to you if you are interested in coaching or have other questions. So you have a great day, and thanks for checking this out. I'm going to zoom in on the brain because we definitely all have the ability to be creative.